Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Sagittarius collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. Guides and spirit team, what do we got for the Saggies here in late October? And as you can see, I'm in the season spirit, my friends. You get to have your cards read by Kyle the Scarecrow, aka the Carecrow. Let's see what's going on. What energies, messages, insights can we see for Saggy? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Saggy in late October. Beautiful time of year, my friends. It's Scorpio season, which means Saggy season's right around the corner. I hope you're all getting ready for your birthday. What do we have here? There we go. Thank you. Time. Okay, so interesting that I'm talking about the zodiacal seasons, and this card, to me, that represents time affecting whatever situations you're going through could be very important. And I do like this card, although it seems simple. There's a lot underneath the surface. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So we see this lovely lady in her hood, and she is holding the hourglass. The sand is slipping through the hourglass and through her fingers. I mean, so are the days of our lives, right? But when I see this card, it's very simple. Now, people experience time in different ways, and we could just lay out a few possibilities with this card. Time could just be playing a factor in whatever it is you're going through, whether you're waiting on something, waiting on an opportunity, waiting on a moment, waiting on a person. This is a card of waiting, but at the same time, I always like to mention that sometimes time goes quick, sometimes it goes slow, sometimes it drags, sometimes it's perfect, like perfect timing. So it all really depends. Now, one thing I will say for a portion of you, it could just be affecting you in various different ways, because it is spread out and we're all going through different things. So I don't feel like we need to get too overcomplicated with it. But again, there could just be someone waiting. The big thing that I take away from this card is not to waste time. Okay, that's a big, big message there. But let's just put her down. She could chill there with the hourglass and keep watch. Let's get into tarot now. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the beautiful Saggies. What's happening? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. Powerful energies were at play, which could still bleed over for a couple weeks. Last week's reading was titled Big Karmic Ending. Okay, so for a portion of you getting very close to possibly closing out a cycle of some sort, you might be going through a change or a metamorphosis. You name it. Saggies could be going through a lot of different things. But to me, it did feel like a culmination. Okay, like the next chapter possibly opening up soon. So we're going to see what energy shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going. 3 cards for my Saggies. What's happening here, please? What's going on? Thank you. Whoa, okay. We're starting pretty good with the 6 of Wands. I'm going to stay cautiously optimistic with that, because this is a vibe switch from what I've been getting for you for a few weeks now. Let's get a couple more out here. What do we have for Saggy? Okay. We got the Ace of Pentacles, my friends. All right. Let's get one more out here. And that showed up in the Aries reading as well in the same exact position. Let's get one more. What do we have for Saggy? Big energetic turnaround here from the last couple of weeks. Wow. 10 of Cups. Now, again, I'm going to try to stay very cautious in my optimism, because you know, if you watch tarot, when you clarify it and the intuition starts going, energies can sometimes take a left. But we're seeing some heavy hitters here, my friends, in the positive fashion. So even if you're cross-watching for a Saggy, this could bode well for whatever situation you're going through. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, I'm looking down here. I like that we have a mixture of elements this week. We got some fire. We have some earth and we have some water. These two really blend together in a positive way. These two, they represent the outer material world. So it's like we have a nice little mixture. Now, for a portion of you, this could be separate situations. Even better, right? Because it's like good, 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 better, best. It's like give me that type of energy, which could be nice. But let's stay cautiously optimistic here and go through. Let's build it out piece by piece and see what's up. So position number one, we are starting with the Six of Wands. And we see this individual, it looks like they're in a parade, right? They have their laurels, literally. So when I see this, I do think of the spotlight. It is a card of getting attention, needing attention possibly. So for a portion of you, maybe there's just something you're feeling that you want some eyes on it or attention. But to me, this is a card of victory, winning, overcoming something. This is huge type of energy. So I feel like this is really fantastic for a lot of you. You might have a certain confidence about you. Again, it's a card of recognition, gaining notoriety for the things you've done. So if there's something you've been working hard at, maybe you want some recognition for it. Okay, or maybe you're wanting to recognize someone else for how good they are or how important they are to you. If none of that is the case, this is just a very positive omen. Now, every card has a challenge, and even the most positive cards do as well. The Six of Wands could sometimes represent somebody that wants all the attention, right? Like, so there might be certain individuals around you where they just have to have it for whatever reason. This can sometimes represent the ego. So it could represent individuals that are a little egotistical or egoic. So that's something to watch out for, because you might clash with individuals like that in this time. But I'm not necessarily feeling that. When I see the Six of Wands, I think of a victory or a win, and it gets better. That's what's really intriguing me this week, is like, yeah, it doesn't stop there. It's not like we have this really good energy and then it moves into rough. We have the Ace of Pentacles right there in the center. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Now, you see the universe handing out that pentacle. I always say all aces represent opportunities and offers. So for a lot of you, this is a fresh, new type of energy. So there could be a good new opportunity coming in. I love it. And to me, it's like the universe is setting you up with an alley-oop. You just got to slam dunk it, which is a really good thing. Aces can represent communication. Aces can represent a talk of some kind or receiving some news. So when I see this in the center of the spread, like, there could be something really nice coming in here, my friends, but we do have to clarify it. Now, when we get to the challenge of all aces, since they are a new, fresh energy, they're not fully realized. There's a lot of potential with this card, but it's not fully maximized just yet. So just know, if there's something that looks pretty good, you're going to have to meet the universe halfway and make the most of it. It's looking good, though. I don't know why I want to say that. It's like, all right, we're looking good. We're on track here for whatever reason. So we'll see what's up. Now, just always remember, though, when it comes to aces and these very fresh cards, they can wither away. They can. They're not always a slam dunk, but with the surrounding cards, I don't know how it can't be. Moving to the back end, we have the Ten of Cups. I mean, probably top three best cards in the whole entire deck. And you see this happy family. There's the rainbow up there, 10 full cups. This is a card of wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, being extremely happy and content. Okay, it can represent the family unit. It can represent those that we're related to, living situations, housing, property, just a whole bunch of things. But when we see this 10 of cups, it's just an absolute win compared, like, also added to all this other stuff we're seeing. So it's extremely optimistic to me. So cups usually do connect to personal relationships, though, whereas these two, like the wands and the pentacles, they can represent the outer world, the material world. This is more so like our interpersonal connections. But Saggy, we are looking pretty good so far. Okay, and I mean, I don't want to jinx it. When we get to the challenge of the 10 of cups, since there are so many cups, and since this is the culmination of the suit, it could be extremely intense emotions and feelings. So just know, in this time, you might be feeling something deeper than you normally do. You might be feeling something much more intense than you normally do when this energy is here in the mix. But I feel like, okay, things are going to start lining up here soon. So if you're going through some tough situations and life hasn't been too kind to you, that might be taking a turnaround soon. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Saggy. Let's jump in and clarify. What is going on here? What do we got for my Saggies? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Six of Wands. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Saggy, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Six of Wands time. What's happening? Thank you. Yeah, boom. Very quick turnaround. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse underneath it. Now, I don't feel like this is necessarily revisiting something. For a very small portion of you, I had a similar energy in the Aries reading where it's like, all right, you might have the opportunity to revisit something or make something right. That's very possible. But let's talk about how this action flows. The Knight of Pentacles is earth energy. Okay, it's usually very slow, detail-oriented, meticulous. When it flips in reverse, that is very fast and rapid to me. So when I see it underneath this Six of Wands, to me, it's like, wow, something turned around real quick. Either that or something comes in real quick. So I feel for a lot of you, if it's not being able to revisit something or make it right, to me, it's a surprising or an unexpected victory already. And that's only what we're starting with here. Okay, and it's just turning something around real quick, and it's not even getting too complex with me and my intuition. It's like, oh, all right, that changed quick, that turned around real quick. So no, whatever things you might be dealing with here, you could get some energetic relief or a big turnaround. I do like it. So yeah, a surprising winner victory straight up. Let's just keep moving. Okay, no need to get all hemmed up there. Let's see what's up with that Ace of Pentacles. I really want to get to the Ten of Cups though, because that could be big. So why is that Ace of Pentacles here? What's going on with my Saggies? I feel like so far this reading is extremely claimable. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse underneath this Ace of Pentacles. So just like I said in the beginning, there could be a chance to revisit something or something possibly returning. And this reading, if you're connected to an Aries and this reading's resonating for you, like these readings are almost mirror images of each other, which is super bizarre. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is still positive to me. It's Jupiter energy. It's one of your cards, in my opinion. That's how I see it, because Saggy is linked to Jupiter. So when I see it underneath this Ace of Pentacles, it does tell me either one, a return of some sort could pop in, or you could revisit something or mend a bridge. That's a vibe I'm picking up here. There's repair happening, or repairs, or repairing, however we want to put it. But the wheel in reverse to me is very fast, very rapid. So it's like one after another. It's like boom, boom. Two great things, one after another. I really love this, Saggy. I feel like this reading is extremely claimable. Another thing, though, since this is one of your cards, in my opinion, when I see the wheel in reverse underneath this Ace of Pentacles, it feels magnetic. Okay, now I do say when it comes to things in life, yeah, we got to take action. We got to make moves. We got to make concerted efforts towards things. When I see your card in reverse underneath Ace of Pentacles, it's something coming to you. It's coming to you, which I like. So what's going on that 10 Cups? This feels really good to me, this reading overall. I would claim this, but let's go in on that 10 of Cups. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. I like it, my friends. Nice quick turnaround, beautiful energy, very claimable. So why is the 10 of Cups here? Thank you. Magician in reverse. Okay. So now it's not just one, it's not just two, it's three. The Magician in reverse does usually represent something that could be out of our hands. Okay, so when I see it underneath the 10 of Cups, like this is a little bit of a reassurance to me. I'm still picking up all that beautiful energy we saw here up front. But the Magician in reverse under the 10 of Cups is kind of like the universe saying like, hey, don't worry about it. It's going down, it's going to happen. Now, in life with this Magician, and we'll talk a little more big picture. In the upright, this is a card of manifesting and creating. It's a card of spirituality. It's a card of ritual, ritual practice. But most importantly, this is a card of control, controlling one's destiny, controlling one's future. In reverse, it's like, it's not much I could do here, but that doesn't feel bad with all this energy that's surrounding it. So just know for some Saggies, there might be certain situations where it's like, okay, I mean, there's not much I could do about it, or it could be out of your hands. I feel mainly this is the universe saying like, listen, we got your order. That's the vibe. Okay. Because especially with the ties to manifesting, we have a lot of spiritual cards as well. So it's like the universe saying your order's been placed. Don't worry, Saggy. It's coming. It's coming. I really love it. I feel like this whole reading is very claimable, probably one of the best ones for all the zodiac. So let's just go through and do a quick little recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the Six of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the big thing I said here was either a very rapid turnaround, quick turnaround, either that or that's a surprising or unexpected win or victory in a big way here up front. We also get this vibe of possibly revisiting something in both of these front two alignments, so keep that in mind. There could be a situation where you could revisit it or repair it. I just kept getting this energy of repairing something. Moving into the center, we have the Ace of Pentacles with one of your cards in my style, the Wheel of Fortune, showing up in reverse. So this stuff is magnetically coming your way. Again, this revisiting or repeating things, that's very possible here, but it doesn't feel like it's the negative version or the negative connotation. We just have beautiful claimable energy here, my friends, all over the place. On the back end, we have the Ten of Cups with the Magician in reverse, and that did tell me either the universe has received your order and they have it, and they're reassuring you like, hey, Saggy, don't worry about it. Like, it's out of your hands right now, but don't worry about it. Like, everything will be okay. It's giving me a beautiful reassurance like that. But again, if you've been purposely manifesting something or trying to make something happen, this is just the universe reassuring you that everything's going to be fine, okay? Or things could go better than you think they will. Once again, everything's on track. And yeah, you could go repair other things. I just love this energy from top to bottom, my friend. So I would claim it if I were you. But yeah, please take a screenshot of that if you'd like to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. So let's get a good shuffle here for my Saggy friends. What is in the shadows? And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see yet. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. And yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. They're the ones that helped me pick the costumes this year. So thank you for the suggestions, my friend. Let's get it going. Let's get this shadow card out. Thank you. King of Wands. So that is a Sagittarius power card, and it's not gender specific. Keep that in mind. Now, a portion of you, yeah, maybe you are tied to a fire sign, but that doesn't always have to be the case. The King of Wands represents control of its respective suit, which is the Wand suit, which is the Saggy suit. So when I see this, especially with the Six of Wands and energy moving forward in the way that it has been, this does feel like a good shadow card. Now, I will say this. The shadow side of the King of Wands, sometimes it can be unpredictable. Sometimes it could be unreliable, and it could be unexpected. So just knowing this time you might have certain flare-ups. Maybe you're a little more on edge than you usually are. Like, this can be a temperamental energy as well, but I'm not necessarily feeling like this is a bad one. For a lot of you, this is a card of self-confidence and control, and I'm moving this way, and this is what's going to happen, and it's going to happen because I say it's going to happen. It's like giving me that kind of vibe here, which can be good, right? I guess it depends on your situation, but I like it. Now, for another portion of you, I will say this with a card that could represent you as a shadow card. This could just be spirit saying, like, Saggy, just do right by yourself. Do what's best for yourself right now. You might need a little self-love and self-care if you've been feeling a little down. But yeah, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar for the month of October at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the October subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments, hypothetically, if you had to get a tattoo of a tarot card, which one would you choose and why? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you again soon.